So the second heart opening that I experienced was when I was really lost, and I was really didn't know what to do, didn't know which path to take, could have done anything, went and had an interview about being an estate agent, went and had an interview about doing a little job where I'd just be front of house, and I was like, I just don't want to do any of these things. I've been self-employed for 13 years. Like, I lost my business, my money had absolutely gone to shit, like my mental health was shit, like everything was really, really bad. And I went to the woods, and I basically was shouting at everyone, God, swearing at the world, fuck you this person, fuck you that person, everything that I'd ever felt disgruntled by. Now, those of you that are doing the Enneagram with me, this is a 0.7 activity, but I didn't know that at the time. I was just going through what I felt natural, and we do go through cycles naturally, and we do go through things, and if you want to speed up or know how to move through that, come and study the Enneagram with me. But sorry, so I went to the woods and I had this real angry moment, and then I went home and we watched a film, A Man Called Otto, and I cried so much, and I thought, fuck it, I'm going to tell my husband some shit. And I've been with my husband for 9 years, and I had told him such a small amount of my story, because after being in a relationship with a man before and really being the passive one, I was so in my masculine with Luke for such a long time that I just didn't want to put on him. I didn't want him to see any of my vulnerabilities, really. Anyway, but to the point where I hadn't told him like significant things that had happened to me. So I told him some stuff, and I cried so much, and it felt like my heart split open and sent out a signal. Now, when I say that I felt like it sent out a signal, I don't know what that means, okay? All I know is that's what I felt like. I was like, felt like that. Anyway, this was not November last year, year before. In the April, I was getting on a plane, and I'm listening to this book called The Clear Heart, or something like that. It's not called that. Maybe it's called that. Anyway, it talks about the 5 stages of healing the heart, and it basically says, number 1, the heart is a white organ, yeah? It's clear. The tissue is transparent. It's only red because it's got blood in it, right? Obviously, but you're like, wow, okay. But anyway, the clear heart, when it is clear and it has complete heart-brain coherence, sends out a signal. And I was like, I know that because I felt that. And immediately after that, so the angry shit and then the cry, yeah, I woke up and I knew exactly what I was doing with business, and I had not ever questioned myself like I was before since then. So if you watch my video number 1, the first heart opening expanded my ability to love. My second heart opening expanded my ability, I guess, to believe in my path and to really trust myself. But they were both beautiful, so I just wanted to share them. And if you do want to do some deeper work with me, from what I do, I teach the Enneagram. The Enneagram is not a personality, I mean, it is a personality test, but I don't teach the Enneagram, the personality test. I teach the Enneagram, the system, and the system that is backed by universal law to move around things as smoothly as life will let us move around things without getting in your way, without efforting when you're meant to surrender, without surrendering when you're meant to be working your ass off, like knowing exactly where you're meant to be, being able to self-diagnose, being able to bring in the right energy at the right point and know what that looks like. I teach that. But I'm also a Reiki master. So I understand the chakras, and I understand how they work, and I understand how the body works and how grief works and how we process trauma, etc. So if you're like, your heart, if you want to do one thing and you want to heal your heart, telling your story is how you do that, but you don't need to tell it to an audience unless you want to, but you need to witness your story, okay? And there's a few ways you can do that. You could do that with ChatGPT and ask it to interview you, or you could break your life down into chapters of 7 years. You write the goodies, the baddies, the title of the chapter, the themes, any significant points, and you witness you write it all out. You give yourself the space and the time to do that. And the reason that I'll say do that is the heart, because it's connected to everything is connected to every chakra. You can heal your whole body if you can heal your heart. You're meant to really start at the root. You can heal the root, then the sacral, then the solar plexus, then the heart. But if you do want to heal your heart, and if you're like, I know that my heart's a bit bruised at the moment, or I've been through a lot and been telling myself that I'm fine for a long time, and actually maybe I'm not that fine, then write your story, tell your story, and don't tell it for anyone else to witness that but you.